Ai e oku nui, e oku rahi. Tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou katoa. Pakukoro today, I was going to talk about the bay that has from inside Odoa Point right up to Beach Loop, of course, and up to Paritu. Well, that bay was actually named after the huge fishing ground that was there, known to be there. And of course, that's Horokaka Bay, that area. So, you know, the Horokaka fishing ground area, okay, that the people of Mahia, Tuahuru, they all used to gather at Tuahuru because down there was the waka, as we knew, it was called Hikairo. And it was a huge clinker, and what they used to, an end-to-ender too, and they used to take it out to Horokaka. Now at Horokaka, being the hokopitu o Ngai too, to Kurahaupo as well as Takitimu, there were 7 awa said to run into Horokaka, the fishing ground. So, and there were 7 fish there also, that special main fish that they caught, being, of course, at the Mahanga end, well, there was the turbot with the pātikina, and turbot and flounder, and of course, there was the tamure in there, also tarakihi, and also white tarakihi. I remember that fish because Nanny and them used to, Nanny Nata and them, and even my mum and them, they ate it with milk. They said it was milky, but it was very nice. You know, also they get the hapuka out there, and there were 7 fish anyway. Mau being one, and those mau were very old mau, and in their mouth they used to have a small crab. So mau had their own cleanser when they in their waha. You know, that's a few of them, but at the end, at the outside edges of those awa, there were 7 taonga that were placed in there from the Takitimu waka, and they were placed in there by Tupai. And Tupai and, of course, his whānau, they put them in there. And they were small stone, like teko, and they were placed at the mouth of each of those awa. Their names were all the same as the whales and stingrays and what was their ears. But they used to catch a lot for the people, and of course the first fish they caught, they brought it back ashore, and there were landmarks there and trees, and of course the main trees there, of course, were the karaka and the tawa, and yeah, so they hung the first fish in the tree. I wish I was the one on the shore. I would have grabbed that first fish. Aye, because they were quite big back in those days. Aye, but that was the ritual, and out they'd go again, and they'd come back, and you know. And my dad said one time they came back in, and their boats were so full of fish it settled on the bottom. And water was in it, so most of those old men were in the drink with all those fish floating around. Of course, with dead fish, what are you going to attract? You're going to back the pioke, so they probably had all those things floating around in the water too. I would have got out of there in a hurry. But also, they used to catch the stingray as well. The stingray eat the wings. The wings were very good eating. Yeah, so that was some of the fish that they caught at Horokaka Bay. And yes, and there's also Horokaka Bay. There were very special places in there, and names of things like at Odoa Point. Well, Odoa Point was actually, the Odoa was the name of Te Kuri a Mahu, or Mahu's dog, Mahu Tonga. His kuri was called Odoa, and that's the name of Odoa Point, because when there were takihanga in there, Mahu's dog would bark, and as it barked, a waka above Tuahuru Marae, which no longer is there, but how, well, I don't know, but Awairua, it used to rise up and the people could see wherever it pointed to where the death occurred. I know that, I remember being told that when it turned around fully, the mate was Hewahike, or out of the district, out of the Mahia district. Otherwise it would tohu. It would point to Mahanga, or it would point to Nukutourua, or straight ahead below to Tuahuru, and so the people looking up would hear the dog bark, and they'd look up at where the waka was pointing, so they knew where to go for the tangihanga ne. So that's another small significance of landmarks, and that in the Mahia area, and all unrecognised and understood by the iwi o rongo mai wai ne. Ne, wā anō rā, kia ora mai koutou o ku uri, o ku rahi ne, kia ora mai.